Welcome to digitalconstructive.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about the C-13 license, also known as the fencing contractor license. So a fencing contractor constructs, erects, alters, or repairs all types of fences, corrals, runs, railings, cribs, game court enclosures, guardrails and barriers, playground game equipment, backstops, posts, flagpoles, and gates, excluding masonry walls. And that definition is straight from the CSLB website, and that's the Contractor State License Board. So essentially, a C-13 license is a requirement for anybody that's looking to bid on fencing projects exceeding $500 in labor and materials. Now, the time frame to get a C-13 license generally takes about 90 days. You're looking at an application processing time of between 6 and 8 weeks, and then maybe another 3 to 4 weeks before you go and take your test. Now, there's different factors that can add to that 90-day time frame, like, criminal history, application review, the time of year you send the application, but on average, you're looking at about 90 days. Now, the basic requirements for a California contractor license are that you're at least 18 years of age, you've got to have a valid driver's license or USAID, you've got to have a Social Security or ITIN number, and you can't currently be on probation or parole. Now, the experience requirements are that you have at least 4 years full-time journey level experience within the last 10 years. You've got to have somebody who can sign off on that experience. And you've got to be able to submit documentation to the CSLB if they ask to see documentation. Now, who can sign off on that experience? You could use a general contractor. You could use a C-13 license holder. You could use a foreman or supervisor. You could use a fellow journeyman or employee that you've worked with within the last 10 years. In some cases, you could even use a business associate. Now, when you're filling out your contractor license application, the person that you choose to sign off on your experience is going to need to provide a brief but detailed description of your knowledge and your skill set. And the way that description is written is critical to whether or not your application is accepted. So writing, Greg's a great guy and he has a lot of experience building fences, it's not going to be accepted by the CSLB because it's just not descriptive enough. What they're going to want to see is something that sounds like Greg's built and installed and repaired wood, iron and chain link fences. He's installed security gates, locks, etc. So if you need help with filling out your contractor license application, there'll be a link that pops up and you can check that out and get more information on that. Now, criminal history. Everybody's got to do live scan fingerprinting. Be honest on your application if you do have a criminal record. Typically, the state's looking for charges associated with fraud, forgery, and embezzlement. So if they don't fall under those categories, 95% chance you'll be okay. But just be ready to submit court documents, in the event that the CSLB asks for them. Now, what's on the exam? There's going to be 2 parts. There's going to be 115 questions on contractor license law. There'll be another 115 questions on fence construction. You'll have 3 hours to complete each portion. It's a multiple choice test, and it's going to be done on site on a computer. And you can bring a translator if you need to. Now, the C-13 license test includes 32% planning and estimation, 23% of the test covers preparation and post installation, 32% of the test covers fence and gate installation, maintenance, and repair, and 13% of the test covers safety. Now, for more information on the exam, I suggest you check out the complete guide to the C-13 license. You'll see a lot more information about the test, practice tests, study guides, and everything to make sure you're prepared for that. Now, after you pass the exam, you'll get your results immediately. The test is done pretty much on a computer, so you can take a retake generally within 3 weeks. And then once you pay your license activation and provide your contractor bond number, you're pretty much good to go. And then you get your contractor license typically in the mail in about 2 to 3 weeks generally. Now, the costs associated with a contractor license are that you're going to pay a state application fee, you're going to pay a license activation fee and then a renewal fee every 2 years. You've got to pay for fingerprinting, and then you've got to provide what's called a contractor bond fee. Now, at the end of this video, we've got a video covering everything you need to know about the most current contractor license fees. I suggest you check that out. But in conclusion, getting a contractor license, getting the C-13 license, it's a smooth process if you've got the correct information. you fill out your application correctly, and then obviously, you pass your exam the first time. But I just want to thank you for watching. For additional information, check out some of our other videos. If you found this video helpful, you can click the like button, subscribe to our channel. If you've got a question, drop it in the comments. But again, this is digitalconstructive.com, and thanks again for watching.